Hey guys, it's Crystal and Kelly, and we're here with our next installment of Coworker Chooses My TBR. So I have picked 5 books for Kelly, and she needs to read 3 of them within the next couple months. She'll be good. But I've actually brought 8 with me, because just in case you may have read one, because I did check out your Goodreads a little bit, and I did ask around, but I just, if it happens you did read one, just be like, I've read that, and I got back up. So that will do.
I'm excited because you have suggested some and I love them.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just get going in my mysterious bag of books. So the first one I chose because you once said that your household is a big fan of dragons.
Yes.
And I have Jasper Fford's The Last Dragon Slayer. It's middle grade, and Jasper Fford is one of my favorite authors because he's just so funny and so clever, and I feel everybody should read him. I don't know if this is what the first book I would give to somebody to read his stuff, but because it's middle grade and dragons, I think you'd really like it.
It's perfect. I'm wondering if I'm going to have a chance to read it between everybody else in my house wanting to read it too. So.
Yeah, I think your boys might like it too.
Yeah.
It's the first in a trilogy, so if you do like it, there's lots more that you can get your hands on. They're both in the mail on their way to me, so if you do need to borrow them, it's possible. So the flap says, it's just, for his book, sometimes I feel the best way is just to let his words speak for themselves, because I find them hard to articulate. So it says, in the good old days, magic was indispensable. It could both save a kingdom and clear a clogged drain. But now magic is fading. Drain cleaner is cheaper than a spell, and magic carpets have been reduced to pizza delivery. 15-year-old foundling Jennifer Strange runs Kazam Mystical Arts Management, an employment agency for magicians, but it's hard to stay in business when magic is drying up. And then the visions start, predicting the death of the world's last dragon at the hands of an unnamed dragon slayer. If that's true, everything will change for Kazam and for Jennifer, because something is coming, something known as big magic. Oh. So it's set in like a fantasy twisted England where there's obviously like dragons, and it's so good.
Sounds really good.
I hope you like it.
Yeah.
So next up is probably an obvious one, but it's Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Bhatia.
Which I have not read.
Great.
But it's on a list I would like to read. Yeah.
It's my favorite book, really. I've read it / listened to it like probably 9 or 10 times by now. It's just one of those books where I'm just like, I need something, Simon. It just works.
It was on your red
list. It was on my Read
it.
Books video. Yeah. So, a YA book for you.
Thank you.
And next is an adult contemporary, which is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. She has written a lot of YA books too, but this is one of her adult ones. And it's set around Christmas time.
Oh, perfect.
So that would be fun. So yeah, it kind of takes place, it's a story about like a married couple who are kind of on the rocks, and like he takes the kids to his parents' house for Christmas and she stays in LA to work. But she ends up staying at her parents', and she finds this old like landline phone, and she finds when she calls him from it, she's phoning like a past him. So it's like a bit of a time travel-y kind of thing. It's a magic phone. But I really like it. I apologize if it makes you cry, because I may have cried a little bit.
I'm a crier. I like a good cry. Cool.
So next up, nonfiction. I tried to tick all the boxes.
Okay.
Is North of Normal by C. Sunrise Pearson. Have you read it? Good. Sally mentioned that you really liked Educated, that you read recently.
Yes. Yeah.
And we kind of brainstormed and thought you might like this one too.
Oh.
So yeah.
So it's a memoir?
A memoir of my wilderness childhood, my counterculture family, and how I survived both. So it's Canadian. I think she grew up in the late 1960s. Sia Sunrise Pearson's subversive family fled to the Canadian wilderness to grow pot, embrace free love, and live off the land. A riveting memoir of growing up off the grid amid multiple generations of dysfunction, North of Normal chronicles one woman's journey to reclaim her life on her own terms.
Oh, definitely sounds like, yeah. Did you read Educated?
I did not,
okay.
But it sounded interesting. I
and
did
if
a
you
lot
liked
of research.
This one, you might want to
do I actually haven't read this one.
Oh, okay.
I grabbed it from the library.
Okay.
So this one's due back soon, but
So
the library has
probably
lots of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope you like that one.
I will.
Now that I didn't need a backup, I don't know which of my remaining books to choose next. So last on the list, I've decided to go with Bad Move by Linwood Barclay. He is a Canadian kind of detection crime fiction writer, but he's very funny. Like I remember I picked this book up at Chapters once, and I actually misread it and thought it said Bad Movie, and I was like, oh, that sounds like something I would like. And I kind of flipped in and read like a page or two, and then I was like, I like his writing, it's pretty cool, and then I just bought it. And it ended up being one of my favorite books for a while. He lives in like the small town suburbs in Canada. He's got like a weird neighbor and then a couple kids, wife, mystery goes down. It was kind of edge of your seat, but like really funny without being too like dark and creepy, but I don't know. Maybe give it a shot?
Yeah, I always need more Canadian content.
Oh yeah.
I'm originally American. So I actually tried to look for more Canadian content to read.
Yeah, that it ended up being the first in like a series of, I don't know how many now, with the same character, but I think there were definitely 4 of them that I read, and I really enjoyed the character arc and throughout. It's good, but that was the first one, and I really liked it. It was a random surprise.
Yeah,
so hopefully you'll like it too.
Yes.
Cool. So there we have it. I've picked 5 books for Kelly to read. She only has to read 3, but she can read all 5 if she wants to. So we'll check back in a couple months and see how we've gotten on and see if she liked my picks. So for now, if you liked this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. Happy reading, and thanks for being awesome. Bye!